A very good morning, my dear students. So here I am here with the lecture number 12, and in previous lecture we have started about the reaction mechanism, and in that I have explained that what is substrate and what is reagent, how the covalent bond breaks, what are the effects working on that. So out of that effect we have done one. Rest effect we are going to do today. Okay, so let's start the video as usual with the quote. Here it is very well said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam that you cannot change your future, but you can change your habits. And surely your habits will change your future. So future क्या है वो हम change बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन अपने habits को we can improve, we can change it. Wrong habits को छोड़ के अच्छी आदतों को सीख सकते हैं. And those habits which we will learn, which we will what we say is good habit, that will change our future for sure. Okay, so let's start. That is resonance, and it is also known as mesomeric effect. I want to tell you about what is the difference between resonance and mesomeric effect. Resonance, if we will do it in aromatic compounds, that means cyclic it should be, conjugation should be there, and then Huckel's rule follow hona chahiye, then only a resonance, that effect will be called resonance. And mesomeric we will do in aliphatic, in a straight chain. This is also a type of resonance. Resonance, if it is possible in aliphatic chain, then it will be called mesomeric, and resonance in the aromatic compound, that will be simply named as a resonance effect only. Yes. When a molecular ion can be represented by two or more structure which have the same arrangement of atomic nuclei but different in distribution of electrons, this phenomenon is called resonance. How come? We have a major portion we have done in class 11th chapter 4. Yes, chemical bonding. So we have done now very few things I have to tell you, and I am sure that you will get it very easily. Okay, so the various structure are called contributing or resonating structure. None of these structure truly represent all the properties of the molecule or ion. The actual structure is, there will be a gap between this. Yes, structure is a resonance hybrid of several contributing structure. So I've explained about you that resonant structure and resonating hybrid, resonance hybrid. Yes, so all that resonating structure are also called canonical structure, and they actually don't contribute in the they don't show the properties of the molecule or the ions. Okay, actual property nahi show karte. When multiple bonding is in conjugation with a functional group, then as per the electronic movement, we can visualize resonance in the following two types. Like if there is multiple bond conjugation, that we can say that whether it is in aliphatic or it is in aromatic, if the bonds are in conjugation and there is a functional group. So this functional group will decide that where the resonance will proceed, and according to that it is of two ways, that is plus R effect and plus minus R effect, or we can say that plus M effect is exactly equal to plus R effect, minus M effect will be equal to minus R effect. Clear? What is the thin line difference between these two? That I have already told you. Now, when the movement of electron starts from a particular group towards the carbon chain, it takes place when group has a lone pair or extra electron. In the simple way, these are the theories that let's go with this, and then I will tell you the small trick which will be very useful for getting all this thing, that when it is plus R, when it is minus R, or plus M or minus M. Like this, the group is donating electrons over there, so this bond is going to move in this way, or in this case benzene ring way, the group is donating the electrons, so that's why this bond is shifting over here, and this bond will break on this side, that will release carbon negative charge on this carbon, isn't it? Or like this. So all this type of resonance we have already done in chemical bonding. Yes, where G can be NH2, OH, Cl, OR, etc. More examples. Before knowing more examples, one thing I just want to tell you, like I have explained you plus I effect. So plus I effect, who was showing? Plus, if the first atom of the group which is attached to the benzene ring is sp3 hybridized, yes, then it was showing plus I effect. Any doubt? Yes. if the first element of the group which is attached to the main chain is sp3 hybridized. It was showing plus I effect in previous video we have done. Minus I effect I have done with this, like if the first atom of the group which is attached to the main chain is either sp or sp2 hybridized, then it will be minus I effect showing group, isn't it? So here example le lete and then I will explain the resonance. Like in this case I'm taking CH3. So CH3, C is carbon, sp3 hybridized, isn't it? Yes. Like another example I'm taking OH. So here it is 2 lone pair. So what it will be? Will it be sp3 hybridized? Yes. Next I'm taking NH2. What is the hybridization of this? Let me use another color for hybridization. Now next is Cl. This one we will do later on. I will explain it afterwards. Okay. Next we can do like OR. Yes. Clear? So these, if you will check that, this carbon, the first atom इसी attached होगा group में, so that is sp3 hybridized. This one oxygen is also sp3 hybridized, 2 lone pair, 2 bond pair. This nitrogen is also sp3 hybridized, 1 lone pair and 1 lone pair and 3 bond pair. This oxygen is also sp3, isn't it? Clear bachche? Okay. Now minus I effect. Minus I effect, those whose first atom is sp or sp2, like Cn. Like we can do COOH, like we can do CHO, isn't it? So these type of things are like, okay, here if you'll check the hybridization, this one is sp hybridized, this one is sp2 hybridized, sp2 hybridized. So if the first atom of the group is attached to the main chain is sp or sp2 hybridized, it will be minus I effect showing group. Now question में क्या twist है? Why I am discussing this plus I and minus I for M effect and R effect? So here all those who show plus I effect, yes, अगर हम प्लस आई इफेक्ट की बात करते हैं तो क्लोरीन जो है वो इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव होता था और ये प्लस आई इफेक्ट शो नहीं करता था. वी हैव डन इट इन माइनस आई इफेक्ट, इजंट इट? याद करो पीछे हमने किया हुआ है Cl. ठीक है. सो this about this I will tell you later on. So all those group which shows plus I effect will show plus M effect, will show plus R effect. So just by learning one thing, that sp3 hybridized, you can learn all these three, isn't it? Isn't it so easy? All those who show minus I effect will show minus M effect and minus R effect. Clear? Now the exception is chlorine. Chlorine is, although it is electron withdrawing group because of electronegativity of chlorine, it is electron withdrawing group. So according to that, it should show minus I effect. Yes, it shows minus I effect. Yes, it shows minus I effect. But whenever we talk about minus I effect, R effect, it shows plus R or plus M effect. ये समझ में आया क्या है? क्यों? This is only exception. Although it is electron withdrawing group, but it will show plus R effect or plus M effect because of sp3 hybridization, because of excess of lone pair. Why? As it is having excess electrons. Okay? So it has electrons, so that's why it will prefer to donate rather taking. Am I clear? Yes. So chlorine is the only example which shows which is electron withdrawing group, but still plus R or minus plus M effect showing group. Then एक और चीज I'm going to tell you here, like those plus I effect showing group, they are also called ortho and para directing group. Why it is so, that I will tell you later on. Just wait. Ortho and para directing group, while minus I effect showing group will be considered as meta directing group. So about this, I have given few idea in chemical bonding only. So here we will do more practice. So let's do some questions and more examples. Like there's a question, suppose that CH2 double bond CH, here C double bond OH. So I'm just asking which group which effect it will show. Obviously minus M effect. Minus M effect क्यों बोला मैंने, समझ में आया? Because it is in aliphatic, so obviously resonance will be called here mesomeric. ठीक है, तो माइनस तो M effect हो गया. And why it is minus M? Because this group is there and this is electron, it will show minus M effect group. ठीक है, sp2 hybridized group, so that's why. So let's see this resonance. What will happen? This bond will break on this side. Now I don't think so that I need to tell that why the bond is going to shift on that side. You all are very much familiar with this. Oxygen is more electronegative than the carbon, so whenever this bond will break, this will break on this side. So it will result in CH2, let me make it, this will result in CH2 double bond CH and here C plus charge, and this will be O minus H. Okay, so for the resonance, what will happen? This double bond will shift over here to overcome this deficiency, and it will result in CH2. Now this carbon is in deficient, so it will have plus charge, and here CH double bond CO minus H. Clear, bache? What would happen if this is the resonating structure, these two are the resonating structure, and what would happen if bond जो है वो ये break होता और इस side break होता? Suppose that I'm giving you another example. This bond is now breaking on this side, so it will result in CH minus single bond CH plus then double bond OH. So what will happen? This bond will come over here to overcome this deficiency, and it will result in CH2 minus CH double bond CO plus H. This is structure 1 and this is structure 2. Although in both cases the resonance is possible, the movement is possible, the shifting of pi electron is possible. But still, if I'm asking that out of structure 1 and structure 2, which one is more stable, what will be answer? Yes, of course, structure 1 is more stable. Why? Because here the negative charge is on more electronegative oxygen, but in this case the negative charge is on less electronegative carbon. Clear? More electronegative को it suits कि अगर वो more electronegative है and it is having minus charge, so that suits to it. So वो वहां पे स्टेबल कंडीशन देता है, बट इट इज लेस इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव और इसके ऊपर माइनस चार्ज है, और इट इज मोर इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव, इसके ऊपर प्लस चार्ज है, सो दैट इज अनस्टेबिलिटी. गॉट इट? एम आई क्लियर? लेट्स टेक another example like this, and here I am giving OH hydroxy group. Yes, so just show the resonance. Let me show you the resonance. Like so let me shift the bond. Suppose that this electron is high electron density, it is having this bond will shift over here. Due to this carbon will have 5 bonds, which is unstable condition. So at the same time this bond will shift at this carbon. It will result in formation of negative charge over here, and here oxygen has lost its 1 electron set, so that's why plus charge. 1 electron, it will be remain like that, isn't it? We haven't done anything to this bond and this bond, so that's why it will remain like this. In next case, what will happen? Negative charge having more electron density will be more movable, and that's why this negative charge will shift on this bond. So at the same time this carbon will have 5 bond again, so this will shift on this, so it will result in negative charge over here. Yes, and this is going to make a bond over here, so let me make a bond like this is bond over here. Then oxygen is having plus charge. I haven't done anything, so let it be like this, and nothing done with this bond, so it will be like this. Clear? What next? In the same way, Having more electron density, this will move over here and this will go on this side. So it will result in this bond, and here now the new bond will form on this case, yes, side, and here it will have negative charge. This will remain like this. What will happen in next? This negative will shift on this and it will give you like that jo 1 second, I'm not making this double bond over here. This bond is shifting over here, so that's why it will have double bond, no? Yes, clear bache? Okay, so what will happen if I will shift on this side? So this bond will again shift on this side and it will generate this lone pair. So these are the resonating hybrid resonating structure, or we can say that the canonical structure. Am I clear? So although you have done, but still I'm giving you a few examples to practice, so just do it and let me know if there is any problem. Okay, this is toluene, this one is aniline, and the next one you do for methoxybenzene, which is also known as, yes, very good, anisole. So this is your homework, you have to do it. Now let's know about the minus M effect. Minus M effect or minus R effect. Already I have given you the hint. The group, the first atom of the group which is attached to the main chain is either it should be sp or sp2 hybridized, isn't it? When the movement of electrons takes place towards a particular group, towards, that means electron withdrawing ka kaam karega from the carbon chain, then it will show minus M effect, or if it is in the aromatic one, it will show minus R effect. Example, like this time the group is snatching the electron towards itself. So that's why it is shifting on this side, and then it will shift on this side. Similarly, this movement towards the group, isn't it? And this, it can be the example we have done with this. If we'll check that sp2 hybridized, here if we'll check, it is also sp2 hybridized. Here if we'll check, it is sp hybridized, and here also it is sp2 hybridized. Got it? So all these group are sp2 hybridized or sp hybridized, so they will show minus M effect or minus R effect. Clear बच्चे? Let's do some example over here. पहले यहाँ पे ही कर लेते हैं कुछ example, like CH3 CH double bond CH, then CH2 NO2, like this. If I'm going, what will happen? So the bond is going to break on which side? This bond will break on which side? Oxygen side. So here, and this will 1 second, it is not in conjugation, isn't it? So 1 second. Like this, if I'm giving the compound and I will show how to like move bond, how it will move. So obviously this double bond will move because it is in between two different electronegative elements. So this bond will move on this side, due to which what will be the result will do. And let me write with the same color so that it will be clear to you that I haven't done anything with this. So let it be like this, CH double bond CH, and this is NOO. So here oxygen is going to get the electron, isn't it? Oxygen is snatching the electron, so that's why it will have negative charge, and this nitrogen will have positive charge. So to overcome this deficiency of nitrogen, this bond will shift on this bond and it will result in CH3 CH, and here the plus charge will be now, and that is CH double bond NO minus O. So I just want to ask whether this structure is stable or not. If it would be like, agar दूसरा structure हम बनाते हैं, if this bond will shift on this side, so what will happen? CH3, and this is going to, like, bond is going to shift on this side, so minus, this is CH, it will have plus charge, and this is NO, isn't it? Now to overcome this deficiency, this bond will shift over here and it will result in this way, CH3 CH minus CH double bond NO plus and O. So now tell me which structure 1 and structure 2, which one is stable? Obviously structure 1, and the reason is same, that the negative charge is on the more electronegative element in structure 1, while in this case Negative charge is on the less electronegative element, which makes it unstable. Let's do some other example in aromatic, like one I'm doing and rest you will do as a homework. Like I'm giving you C triple bond and cyanobenzene. So how it will like, let me draw this. Okay, so let's see in this case, if the bond is, there is triple bond, there is double bond, the bond is multiple bond is present between the more electronegative element, difference electronegative element, so that's why the bond is going to shift on this way. So what will happen? This will give you the result minus charge over here and positive charge over here. Next, to overcome this deficiency, the bond will shift on this side and it will result in plus charge over here. Haven't done anything with this bond, so let it be like this. Yes, and here it will form double bond, and this is now plus charge is overcome. Yes, clear here? Now what next? To overcome this deficiency, this bond will shift on this side. It is towards the group. You can check towards the group, isn't it? So this will result in double bond formation over here and positive charge will come over here. It will remain like this because kuch nahi hua iske saath. Next, what will happen? This bond will come over here to overcome this deficiency and it will lead in the formation of positive charge over here. This will make a bond over here. This will be a bond over here, and here it is minus charge. What next? To overcome the deficiency of this is double bond. Yes, to overcome the deficiency of this carbon, this double bond will shift over here and this negative charge will come back and will form final result like, yes, this is the, so all these are resonating structure, or we can say that the canonical structure. Any doubt in this? Clear, bache? So there is a homework for you. You have to do it for COH. Just arrange how to write this, and CHO benzaldehyde. This is benzoic acid, and this is benzaldehyde. So just do some practice. Okay, now let's move to next topic, and that is electromeric effect. Electromeric effect, it is temporary polarizing effect and operates only in molecule having pi electrons. This is pi electrons. There is detail in this electromeric effect that I will tell you in class 12th. There is a video for that, so you have to watch if you want to know extra things. Okay, chale. So only in molecules having pi electrons, that is multiple bonded compounds induced by attacking reagent. Here attacking reagent will decide ki whether it is showing plus the group is showing plus E effect or minus E effect. Okay, so let's see how to do. In presence of electrophiles, pi electron shift if any electrophile, अभी क्या था कि वो पहले intermediate बन जा रहा था, उसके according electrophile और nucleophile attack कर रहा था. Now the bond will shift according to the reagent. Reagent कौन सा attack कर रहा, उसके according वो bond shift होगा और उसके according वो product it will give. So एक simple language में आप समझो कि if the upcoming group is attaching on that side where the bond is going to break, like बॉन्ड ब्रेक होने का डायरेक्शन और इलेक्ट्रो और द कंपाउंड के अटैच होने का डायरेक्शन, इफ इट इज सेम देन इट विल बी प्लस ई इफेक्ट. गॉट इट? सो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड इट बाय एग्जांपल लाइक दिस. C double bond C, this electrophile is going to attack, and this is, if you'll see the product over here, so electrophile is attacked over here and the bond is also breaking on the same this direction. So bond भी right direction में break हो रहा है and electrophile भी right carbon पे attach हो रहा है, then it is called plus E effect. और अगर short trick समझना है तो if electrophile is going to attach, अगर electrophile attach हो रहा है then it is plus E effect, and if nucleophile then it is minus E effect. और समझना है, this is the first product, second product. If in product carbocation is left like that, carbocation is there, then it is plus E effect, and if carboanion is there then it will be minus E effect. Got it? Let me just explain this in better way. Observe that plus E electrophile acts through the atom where electrons are transferred. मतलब जिधर bond break हो रहा है उधर ही electrophile attach हो रहा है. Such effect is known as plus E effect, and when the transfer of electron takes place towards the attacking reagent. Clear? In polar bond, in presence of attacking reagent, a complete transfer of electron, one of pi electron pair to more electronegative atoms takes place. Example, we can say that in this carbonyl group, bond कैसे break हो रहा है? In presence of nucleophile like R minus, Cn minus, HSO3 minus, pi electron shift over to oxygen. In this case, this is a minus E effect, we can say. Yes, is minus E effect. Okay. So minus E effect में अभी मैं समझाया, if nucleophile is going to attach, पहला thing nucleophile attacking होगा, then it is minus I effect. Second thing, if मतलब negative charge is left over there, negative charge is left in product, कार्बो anion हो या फिर कोई negative charge हो किसी भी other element पे, then it will be minus E effect. ठीक है. And or we can say that the group is attaching on the other side of the direction of bond cleavage. जिधर bond break हो रहा है उसके दूसरे direction में जाके वो group attach हो रहा है, then it is minus E effect. So I think this one is the better way to learn. It's a trick. Observe that Cn minus nucleophile adds to the atom from where electrons are transferred. जिधर से electron transfer हो रहा है उधर ही add हो रहा है, जिधर से electron transfer हो उधर ही हो रहा है. Yes, such effect is known as minus E effect. When the transfer of electron takes place away from the attacking reagent, that is called minus E effect. I hope it is clear. And this is the last effect in that electrical effect, all the four electrical effect. First was inductive effect, second was resonance or mesomeric effect, third is electromeric effect, and fourth is hyperconjugation effect. This effect is also known as non-bond resonance. Okay, no bond resonance. Becker and Nathan, and it was also known as Becker and Nathan effect, because Becker and Nathan observed this were the scientists who have given this effect. Becker and Nathan observed that alkyl group with at least one hydrogen atom on the alpha carbon. मतलब इसके लिए there must be alpha carbon, and so alpha hydrogen should be there. Then only the hyperconjugation effect is possible, otherwise not possible. Yes. So at least one hydrogen atom on the alpha carbon attaches to the unsaturated carbon atom. The carbon double bond carbon के साथ at least एक alpha hydrogen होना जरूरी है, और positive charge के साथ भी. और odd electrons, as in free electrons, are able to release electrons by mechanism quite similar to that of electromeric effect, but it is permanent effect. Electromeric effect is temporary effect. Hyperconjugation is permanent effect. What you have to understand, the key point I'm going to tell you, hyperconjugation, the double bonded carbon atom के साथ, you can write as a key point, double bonded carbon atom के साथ there must be at least one alpha hydrogen. ठीक है, either डबल बॉन्डेड हो या फिर पॉजिटिव चार्ज की बात करें, या फिर हम ऑड इलेक्ट्रॉन मतलब लाइक इंटरमीडिएट की बात करें, कोई भी इंटरमीडिएट बना रहा है, कार्बोकेटाइन बना रहा है या फिर कार्बन फ्री रेडिकल बना रहा है, तो इन दैट केस अल्फा हाइड्रोजन शुड बी देयर, देन ओनली द हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन इफेक्ट इज पॉसिबल, अदरवाइज नॉट पॉसिबल. This type of electron released by alkyl group is called hyperconjugation, and it involves delocalization of sigma and pi bond, as I have told you. And this is also known as no bond resonance. Okay, why? Because I will explain by the structure. There will be no bond between that carbon and carbon, so that's why it will be carbon and hydrogen. Sorry, it will be considered as no bond resonance. How it comes? Let's see. Greater the number of this is the point to be noted. जितने ज्यादा number of CH bond होंगे at alpha carbon, that means, or in other way you can say that more number of alpha hydrogen, more will be the electron release and greater will be the hyperconjugation. So this is more number of alpha hydrogen, more hyperconjugation, and if more hyperconjugation, it will show more stability as well. So more stability. This is related with each other. Got it? Let's see. Hence, electron release due to presence of 3 alpha. 3 alpha, that means 3 CH bond. जो भी होंगे. So in methyl group is greater than by an ethyl group, which is in which there are only 2 alpha CH bond. Similarly, the effect decrease in isopropyl group and further in tertiary butyl group where there is no alpha hydrogen carbon. So let's see, this one is, if I'm talking about here in the CS3. So this is alpha carbon. If I'm considering there are 3 alpha hydrogen, isn't it? In this case, if it is the group, so this one is alpha hydrogen. Yes. So in this case, it is having only 2 alpha group will be there, or we can say that this is attached actually here. Sorry, this is not alpha hydrogen. In this case, if this one is going to attach with any group or anything, so this one is alpha carbon, so only 2 alpha hydrogen over here. Similarly, if it is attached with the group here, so this is alpha carbon is having 1 alpha hydrogen over here, and in this case there is no like this is alpha carbon, so no alpha hydrogen over here. So that's why इसकी stability सबसे कम होगी. Clear? So as we say that in this case, more number of alpha hydrogen, more hyperconjugation effect and more stability as well. But if we'll go in this way, it will be like more increasing I effect. Plus I effect जो है वो ज़्यादा होता जा रहा है. देखो यहाँ पे there is only hydrogen. This is 1 methyl group, here 2 methyl group, here 3 methyl group. So plus I effect is going to increase on this side. Stability of alkenes. Hyperconjugation जो होता है, that explains the order of stability of alkenes. Propene is more stable than ethene because in propene there are 3 alpha hydrogen hyperconjugated bond, and hence sigma bond of CH bonds can delocalize over 3 different structure. Let's see how. This is if I'm talking about propene, here it is double bond. Okay, so in this case this is double bond over here, and the bond is going to break on this side, so it will have positive charge. Yes, clear? So this will be called alpha. This will be the group, and here it will be alpha carbon. Clear, bache? So now what will happen to overcome this deficiency? This sigma bond, although मतलब like this is the effect. Becker-Nathan ने इसी ये को समझाया था कि although hydrogen is here, but still it shows transfer of sigma bond, and that gives the stability. So what will happen? This bond will shift over here, and hydrogen will remain over there with the cloud, electron cloud only. That is not going away. Okay, but since hydrogen has lost its electron, so that's why it will have positive charge, but it is not going away. It will be held together by the effect, electrical effect over there. In next case, what will happen? This is now this one is like it is done, double bond over here. Yes. Next case, what will happen? This bond will shift to this to overcome this deficiency, its deficiency. So what next? Now the H plus will be there. There will be no bond, but here it will come. This bond will come over here. Clear, bache? In the third step, this bond will break on this side and will give the bond over here, and here it will be no bond but H plus, and this is. So how many? There were 3 alpha hydrogens, so 3 hyperconjugative structure possible. Similarly, if it would have suppose that यहाँ H की जगह पे अगर ये structure था, like this was the structure, then it has shown 3 hyperconjugative structure, isn't it? Because of 3 alpha hydrogen. If the structure is like this, CH, H, and here it is CH की जगह पे एक और carbon दे देती हूँ. I'm giving 1 carbon. So this is positive charge over here. So in this case also, this one is also alpha hydrogen, isn't it? This one is alpha hydrogen. So in this case, there was only 1 alpha hydrogen, only 1 carbon, alpha carbon, and 3 alpha hydrogen. In this case, there are 2 alpha carbon, so that's why 6 alpha hydrogen. So 6 hyperconjugative structure. And if it would be tertiary, then it will be 9, isn't it? So in that case, it will be 9 hyperconjugative structure. So abhi मैंने बताया, more the hyperconjugative structure, more will be the stability. So that's why tertiary carbocation is more stable than the secondary than the primary. Did you get that what I said? Yes. So this is, it would be, this is here secondary carbocation, isn't it? Secondary carbocation. In this case, if plus charge will be here, so this one is primary carbocation. Here it is. And if one more, if I will add this CS3 over here, so it will be what? Tertiary carbocation. So more alpha hydrogen, more hyperconjugative structure. So that is the reason that tertiary carbocation is more stable or you can say that the most stable, because of more hyperconjugative structure. And since I have explained, देखो यहाँ पे कोई bond नहीं है, but still that is bonded. That without any bond it is bonded. So that's why it is also called no bond resonance. Clear है बच्चे? Hence, greater the number of methyl, that means alpha hydrogen, attached to doubly bonded carbon, more stable of the alkene is like this 6 alpha hydrogen, 6 alpha hydrogen, 3. So this is quite clear कि यहाँ पे 3 है और यहाँ पे 6 है, तो obviously इसकी stability ज़्यादा होगी. But now the next case is here also 6 alpha hydrogen and here also 6 alpha hydrogen carbon. Yes, double bonded F, I'll check. This is 3 and this is 3. So this one is more stable than this. What's the reason? That at the same carbon it will have more alpha hydrogen. यहाँ पे क्या होगा? 3 on this and 3 on this side. So that's why this one is more alpha. It will show more hyperconjugative structure, so more stable. More CH bond on same carbon give greater effect. That is the point to be learned. And here is this reason. We can see that this is alpha carbon, this is double bonded, or we can say the plus charge. In this example, let's see that here this one is carbocation. If I'm moving like this, this will have plus charge. So this is alpha carbocation, primary carbocation. In this case also it is primary carbocation, isn't it? Here also and here also. So in all the 3 cases, all the 4 cases, alpha carbon, it is primary carbocation only, but how it is more stable, let's see. So we can say that it is having 3 alpha hydrogen, this one is having 2 alpha hydrogen, this one is having just 1 alpha hydrogen, and this one is not having any alpha hydrogen. So that's why this one will be more stable, increasing stability and increasing hyperconjugation also. Did you get that? If inductive effect की बात करें, तो this will have more inductive effect than this, than this, than this. So inductive effect and hyperconjugation is just opposite to each other. So in other way, we can say that hyperconjugation and inductive effect, they are reverse. Okay, inductive effect. So we can say that more hyperconjugative अगर वो उसको stability दे रहा है, तो at the same time it will show less inductive effect, and more inductive effect is there, that means less hyperconjugation, and that means less stability. Clear? Any doubt in this? So that's it for today class. I hope whatever I have explained, that is clear to you. If still there is any problem, just watch the video again, and then still it remains, I'm there, you just give me a message, I will take care of this. Okay, so next up is reaction intermediate and their stability. A few examples I have given to you, few concept I have given to you, but we'll learn more in that. So till then, thank you class.